Hey, this is 80s Butterfly. I did a take earlier, right? And I didn't say the Z in the 80s. 80s Butterfly. And this is my husband, Kelvin.
What up?
And he is here to help me with my top 10 villains or bad guys. They're not exactly all villains, but they are bad guys for the most part. And also to let you know, these are not my husband's top 10 because I'm pretty sure his will be very different. But he's here to help me with my top 10. Okay, so number 10, I have Alonzo Harris from Training Day, played by Denzel Washington.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. 23-1 shoe program, nigga. I run this. Y'all just live here.
Number 9. Okay, number 9. Artemisia. Artemisia from the movie 300 Rise of the Empire, played by Eva Green. To me, this chick was beast. This chick, she did it. Like, if I could be almost play any character, I'll play her. I probably wouldn't play as beast as her, but yeah.
You'll do a good job, though.
She was boss. She was boss.
Yeah, she was.
She did her thug dizzle. Number 8, Davy Jones. He played on Pirates of the Caribbean and Dead Man's Chest and at World's End, and he is played by Bill Nighy. Disclaimer, I don't know how to pronounce any of these names really, but work with me. We're
gonna do our best.
Davy Jones.
For now.
His tentacles. Number 7, I have the Colonel, and the movie was Warrior's Way, played by Danny Huston, or Huston, one of them.
One of the two.
This dude, I don't know how to describe him, but he was just really funny. I love villains that have like this character to them that make you laugh or kind of, suck you into who they are, or make you want to hang out with them a little bit. Like you want to.
Like when he was like, "Oh, Christmas celebration. Where's my invitation? Must have got lost in the mail. Well, no worries, I'm here now."
That movie was hot. Warrior's Way. Y'all check that out. Okay, number 6. This is a little twisted. I know a lot of people didn't watch this movie, but I did. And I recommended it to some other people when they watched it. And they were like, "What do you have me watching?"
But I was one of those people.
This John was off the chain. And the character is Joe Cooper from the movie Killer Joe. And he is played by Matthew McConaughey.
That's the wrong movie, though.
This dude was crazy. His whole demeanor. Fried chicken. That's all I have to say about that. You'll
watch the movie. You'll find out.
You will see fried chicken very different from that point on. Number 5. My number 5 villain is Villan.
There you go.
Villan. From Expendables 2, who is played by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Would you rather kill me like a man or a sheep?
This man played it. Okay. Number 4. I absolutely love saying his name. I just watched this movie last month, I think. I don't know when it came out. I watched it last night. Yes. But we bought
First
the
time
movie.
we saw it was about a month ago.
Yeah. About a month ago. His name is Balaam Abraxas. Name is fire, ain't it? Abraxas. From Jupiter Ascending, and he is played by Eddie Redmayne. This man, he was like, he had that old raspy voice, like he is just grown, sophisticated, older kind of guy. And
I loved Mother very, very much.
Oh, it was almost like the Don.
Yeah.
Don Corleone.
Yeah. Like he had some cotton balls in his mouth without the cotton balls though.
But when he got mad, I was like, whoa! What just happened? Okay. Number 3. Let me explain this. Number 3, I have 4 different characters, but played by the same guy. That's why I put all of them under 3, because I couldn't really choose which.
He is that good of an actor.
That great of a villain. It is.
None other than.
I will go ahead and say his real name first. Samuel L. Jackson.
Haven't you seen my movies?
So the number 1, I mean, these 4 villains I'm about to say that he played, they're in no particular order as far as favorites, but they are really good. Richie from Meeting Evil. If you had not seen that movie, it is twisted and you need to check that out. Stefan from Django Unleashed. Y'all know he played that. Y'all know he played that.
No explanation on that one.
Okay. Abel Turner on Lakeview Terrace. That was creepy. That was like, oh man, this dude's a cop.
You ever had that one neighbor?
Who do you call when the cops are messing with you?
Yeah.
Man. And then Octopus from The Spirit. I don't like egg
On my face. No egg on my face.
Number 2. This is like a whole lot of people's. I almost stabbed myself in the eye with this pen. How does that even happen? I'm just going like this, and that joint went under my glasses. Like, I think
Got a little too into the introduction.
Man, let me put the pencil down because I'm about to become my own villain. Okay, Joker from Dark Knight, played by Heath Ledger.
Let's put a smile on that face. Why so serious?
This dude played it. Why was this like everybody's Halloween costume that year?
Yeah, I mean, Jack Nicholson, he set the bar with the original Joker, but Heath Ledger just grabbed that and took it to another level, man.
He became Joker.
Yeah.
He embodied that character. Can't nobody. I challenge every actor there is to do a better job than Heath Ledger on Joker.
Well, you know they got the new dude playing the Joker and the one that's about to come out called Suicide Squad. It's set to come out this year. Check it out. I want to see how he does as the Joker.
So this brings us to my number 1. You will never, ever, ever guess who my number 1 villain is.
Number 2 was a hint.
My number 1 is Harley Quinn. It's not played by any particular person that I like or in any particular movie that I like, which I'm pretty sure she was portrayed in a whole lot of movies by different people. But I love Harley Quinn altogether. Just her. The character itself. And she's my Facebook profile pic. I will put that up so you can see. But guess what? We do have some honorable mentions. Well, I do have some honorable mentions. So 5 honorable mentions actually. I was gonna make a top 15, but nobody really does.
Richard says top 15. Everybody looks for top 10.
So I did top 10 with 5 honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is Go-Go.
Ubari, whichever way you pronounce it.
And that's that Asian chick off of Kill Bill. Not Lucy Liu, but the crazy one with the ball.
Ball and chain.
Even though it only lasted this much of the movie, I think
schoolgirl.
I think she was beast. Her real name is
Chiaki Kuriyama.
Boom. See, he likes Japanese anime and stuff, so he got that language on lock. I don't know it. Okay, so another honorable mention, which a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with me, is actually Arrow. And he is from Twilight, The New Moon, and Breaking Dawn 1 and 2, played by Michael Sheen. And he is Aro from the Ventori. Did I say that right? The Ventori. So he was like the main dude that was like calling the shots in the Ventori. I think he played pretty well, like his mannerisms and stuff, and he was kind of a little sick, like ha 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 ha, you know, when stuff really went funny. So I really like him. Another honorable mention is Frank Costello. Yeah. From the movie Departed with Jack Nicholson.
Had to put him on the list.
Jack Nicholson is a super, super awesome actor. I think that he masters everything he actually puts his hands to. So I had to have him in there. I really like him as Frank Costello. He played kind of sick, crazy kind of guy. I don't know.
When he ate the roach, talking about the rats.
When he threw the powder on the bed, poof, and the girl and his pupils were like dilated on 50.
Spoiler alert if anybody ain't seen it. Spoiler alert.
My bad. I just got real excited. Let me bring it down a notch. Okay. Another honorable mention is Willie off of Bad Santa, played by Billy Bob Thornton. You can't tell me you did not laugh through this whole movie. You cannot tell me you did not laugh. This dude was horrible. The worst Santa there ever is. Why would you ever even have him around kids? Like,
yeah. But I mean, he's good at playing that type of role.
Yeah, because
Bad News Bears.
Yes.
All that.
Yeah. And another honorable mention I have is Omega Red, Ivan Vanko. He played on Iron Man 2, played by Mickey Rourke. Let me tell you something. I hate the name. I don't want to say I hate the name. Ivan. Everybody in Russia is Ivan. But I absolutely love Russian accents. I think they are bomb. Like, I need to learn how to speak Russian. So
That would be nice.
That would be tight. I really love it. I would love to be able to... Any of my viewers Russian? Maybe you could teach me how to speak Russian. Maybe I can get a Rosetta Stone. I just want the accent. I don't really want to know how to speak Russian because I don't know when that would come handy, but...
Yeah, he did a good job in that, man.
Yes, he was tight in that.
Real good job.
Okay, so those are all my honorable mentions, but I do have one anti-hero. I absolutely love him, and he is the comedian Edward Blake off of Watchmen, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I couldn't make him a villain because he was actually a good guy in the movie, but he did do some things that may seem to have not been of good character as a good guy.
You know, the good guy that does bad things,
or doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. Maybe like it's maybe the person who has to do the stuff that nobody else wants to do, but in order to achieve the results that you want. Or he also would put maybe a dim light on. What am I about to say? Like his point of view would maybe be like a little darker. We're all looking at the same picture, but his picture may be darker than the rest of everybody's. And so he's like, throughout the movie, I think is kind of just showing certain things from his point of view, which, I mean, I flow with. I get it. I understand it. So that's why I like him. So these are my top 10. So go ahead and comment below. Tell me who your favorite villains are. Or you can comment about my villains or whatever have you. And feel free.
Definitely should have been on the list. My man, Venom. One of the greatest villains of all time.
Subscribe.